Did you know that the FDA, the agency meant to protect you from unsafe drugs, is largely funded by pharmaceutical companies? Imagine a security guard paid by the wolves to protect your hens. It's unsettling, right? This is exactly what happens with the FDA. They are tasked with approving drugs, but 66% of their budget comes from user fees paid by the very companies they regulate. In fiscal year 2022, that was roughly $1.4 billion. By fiscal year 2026, it's expected to rise even higher. Let's unpack this. The Prescription Drug User Fee Act, PDUFA, was enacted in 1992 to address crippling delays in drug approvals. Before PDUFA, waiting times exceeded 31 months, and only 40% of reviews were completed on time. So, Congress allowed drug companies to fund the FDA to speed processes. This meant average approval times dropped significantly, and the number of new drugs approved increased. However, we must ask ourselves, can the FDA remain impartial when their funding comes from the industry being evaluated? Under the current fee structure outlined in PDUFA 7, a single new drug application can cost a company around $4.68 million. Additionally, ongoing program fees add hundreds of thousands more annually. By 2026, these fees will generate over $1.24 billion. Although supporters claim this is merely practical funding, more than two-thirds of the FDA's budget being sourced from the industry it regulates is contentious. Even expedited pathways established to hasten approvals raise questions about the integrity of the process. There are various fast-track mechanisms that can allow drugs to reach the market faster, sometimes leveraging less evidence than traditional methods would require. Today, over 60% of new drugs approved have received expedited designations. While quicker approvals can be life-saving, they can also lead to serious risks. Studies show expedited pathways often correlate with more safety issues post-approval. The notorious case of Vioxx, which led to thousands of heart attacks, is a grim reminder of these dangers. Moreover, there's the issue of the revolving door between the FDA and the pharmaceutical industry. Many FDA officials leave to work for the companies they once regulated. This can create bias, even if individual regulators act in good faith. The structural conflict we face here is not about direct corruption. It's about dependencies and incentives that favor the industry over patient safety. Every 5 years, the FDA must negotiate its funding with the industry, creating an urgency that often tilts decisions towards corporate interests. What can we do about it? Proposed reforms include funding the FDA through general appropriations, extending revolving door restrictions, and increasing transparency in the approval process. In conclusion, the FDA needs to strictly serve the public interest and not the pharmaceutical industry. When the majority of its funds come from the industry it oversees, it creates a fundamental disconnect. We deserve an FDA that prioritizes patients over profits. Join the conversation. What reforms would you advocate to ensure our medications are safe? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more informative content.